I am a psychic medium. That's what I do for work. Hello and welcome. My name is Anne LoCicero, and I am a psychic medium from Vernon, Connecticut. I am very happy to be here on the Community Voice channel in Bolton, Connecticut, presenting to you my trademark presentation and television show, Messages from Heaven. Hello and welcome back. My name is Anne LoCicero. I am a psychic medium, and you are watching episode number 23 of Messages from Heaven. I love these kinds of episodes. I love bringing you metaphysical information connected to the spiritual realm without bringing in or through any of the BS that goes with it. You get to be here with me, uncut, edited, raw, just fun television. So hang on to your seats. I have 4 ladies here who I don't know, which means I don't know their loved ones, which means we're gonna have so much fun watching mediumship happen, watching this process come through and watching it live. So thank you so much for being here. Episode 23, you can watch the rest of them on YouTube. You can also tune in, cvctv.org. I believe it is Wednesday nights at 7:30. You can also tune in on Roku and Fire Stick. So thank you so much, CVC TV in Bolton, Connecticut. And here we go. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay. It is kind of fun to be put on the spot, to read somebody, to know that, oh, you're here because I need to talk to your people. You know, it's one of those things that I have to say, for me, when it comes to my job, makes it the easiest. Even when you had to come in and fill out forms, I'm like, oh, I can't do these. I don't know their names. I only know who they're from and their first names. Too much information or too much vibration that is factually known information in my brain is kind of like a block in between me reading you and me bringing through purely what needs to come through. That's why I think you hear a lot of mediums and psychics, intuitives in general, saying, I can't read you, I'm too close to you. I can't read you, your family. I can't read you, I love you. So to have 4 of you sitting here who I do not know at all is like a clean slate. It's like a clean vibration, no assumptions, no points of contact. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Now, as I'm talking, different pieces of information are already coming through. And I do tend to write things down. For the studio audience, really, it's, you know, or for those of you watching, it really is just scattered notes and writing down your names. But sometimes I write things down while I'm reading too, to keep me focused on who it is that I am reading. Oh, this is just going to be so much fun. I'm already hearing, so this is going to be an R sound. That's going to go with Dad. That's going to be for you. I do believe that there is a mom connection that wants to come through for you, Jen, but I also think it comes through with another mom. So I think there's 2, which makes me laugh. I almost feel like you have 2 moms. I'm not going to say one is a grandmother. I feel like they're 2 moms. And then they show me a parallel mirror to you. And they tell me that sitting next to you is the same thing. We have 2 mom figures coming through. Do you understand this? I'm not trying to make you all cry already.
That's what I was going to say. Pass them down.
Jen, don't start me right away.
Okay. No, okay, I do.
But to me, it comes right to you first, because I feel like for some reason you were really hoping for something. I don't know if it's because you're experienced in this kind of energy, but it's almost like they wanted me to bring through someone special. Friends. I think that I may have a friend versus family that wants to come in and say hi.
No, I do need it.
We
got you. Because I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Is this a female friend by any chance? Thank you. So if that helps validate, okay. I don't know if everybody watching can feel this, but as soon as I said it was a female friend, I got a hug. Oh, did you feel that? Okay, I don't want to force upon you what happens, but when spirit comes around and gives me that hug, it's kind of like heaven is hugging me and letting me know, oh, she's feeling that too. She knows I'm here too. So it's not so much about what I say always during a session, or what any medium really says. It's how you feel. If I don't feel that, then it's not what we're talking about. Do you know what I mean? It's really important for me. Almost like it's almost like I get nervous. I don't want to feel too much of it because that could even be a lot, I'll say. Okay. First things first. You're Lisa.
Yep.
Okay. I know your first name. Hello to you, Lisa. And I know that you are Wendy.
I am.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. Okay. Lisa, this female comes through and she almost takes over, and she makes me feel as if any situation that she is in or where she's going to come into, she's going to be first, she's going to take over, and this is her personality. Now, one of the things that I didn't quite go through yet that I probably should have is the rules. And it's not that you wouldn't know them. For every reader, there should be a significant laying out of just say yes or no to me. Make sure you say yes or no so Spirit and I can both hear you. Some of the information that they give me could be names or dates. It won't be your first name because I know that, but it could be names connected to you or them. In addition to dates, it could be birth dates, death dates, or anniversaries, but we don't have death dates. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then there's also a connection. Sometimes they'll talk about how they crossed. Okay. So you're Lisa, you're Wendy. Hi, Anne Marie.
Hi.
You have a mom crossed? Your mom is with me, giving me a very strong essence of a flower. I don't know which flower. I just know that I can smell it very strong. And she says that I'm supposed to mention this to you. So can I ask you, did you do her perfume or did you bring her flowers out today?
Yes.
Are you wearing this? You're wearing this. Okay. I can't smell you. I should be able to. Like now I just want to run up and sniff you to see if it's the same thing. But she's very specific. That's me. That's mine. And is it a flower?
Yes.
Okay. So in some way, I think that this supersedes just the perfume. This is a flower in her world. This is what is going to represent. And she just loves you so much.
Thank you.
I think your friend stepped back because your heart started beating so fast that your mom, almost with kindness, says, "Do you mind?" And I'm watching Spirit have this conversation. It was just like love, just flowing back and forth. Who is connected to the month of August?
My mom.
Thank you. I don't often get numbers connected to dates. If they give me a number, sometimes I think it might be just another month, but she did show me the number 9, and she shows me that 9s are important also. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is it August 9th?
No, but it's a 9.
I was like, darn, yes or no, I don't know, but yes, okay. What's the 9 connected to? Is it September then?
Yes.
Okay. So these are our dates. She tells me also she's holding her mom's hand. So I feel like I have, and you had said previous to us starting the show, you had a daughter. Mm-hmm. Okay. She shows me some sort of picture. Do you have 2 children?
Yes.
Okay. But she does show me a picture. It's like her mom, her, you, and we're all like holding hands in a row, like we're coming down a mountain or something like that, or going up staircase. Everybody's on a step, but I think I'm outside. Do you have this picture?
Well, am I only allowed yes or no?
You can, yeah, no, please tell me, because I'm standing on the step.
My daughter and her share the birthday.
Okay.
So that might be the steps, but there is a picture of me with my mother and my son outside on steps.
Okay. Is this something you pulled up recently? Is it actually printed out? Okay. That's something that I want to make sure that you know that she's.
It was her Christopher. My son was, she
Don't
helped
tell me
raise him.
names. You never know what I can get.
Sorry.
No, that's totally okay. It's just because I had said I feel like I have 4 generations of women, and then your grandmother and your mom were like, but there's 2 kids. And I was like, okay, so we're all together. So on the stairs is with your son, and the fact that they're both sharing the birthday, is that the August connection? Fantastic. So it's not the same number, but it's the same date. And then can I just ask you if you understand, okay, I will. I feel like I'm in a, first of all, she put me in a secret garden. So your grandmother has a secret garden, one of those fences to the backyard that brings them to the garden where not everybody goes, right? Is this?
Yeah, kind of. It's against the house, so I used to go between.
Okay, all I know is it's a secret garden. I don't have one of those, but she's showing me how important it is that you remember her in that space. It's earth, it's flowers, it's butterflies, it's worms, it's bees, it's everything that's nature. And she goes, there's nothing to be afraid of, just slap it off.
Could that be my father's mother by any chance? Because she had the garden.
And was it behind a fence?
Yes.
Did you have to like open the gate like an old fashioned? So it looks like a completely normal yard. Everybody, grandpa can mow, but my yard is back here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there a C sound like Connie or Carla?
My last name.
I don't know your last name, so.
Cowett.
Thank you. It's just, I needed validation that I was talking to you. She says, can we take that one step further and can we go with a K sound? So can you go like a Kathy Kelly?
My aunt's Kathy.
This is connected to her?
Well, my mom. It's my
Yeah.
Aunt Kathy who just passed away.
Okay. I don't know. Her and I are arguing. Is it a K or a C? I think it's a C.
It's okay.
It's a K. So of course she's going to argue with me. Okay. So, so your mom and her sister are together. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I do want to say that I feel like these women laid down the law and they gave a lot of responsibility to you to, like, you now have to take care of your brothers, your sons, your fathers, your uncles, like, if there's a man to be fed, you need to be the one in the kitchen. Like, I feel like they really want to make sure that you know that when it comes to family, we take care of each other. So it's about nourishing and being there.
Family is everything.
And where is December as a connection? And what's in your pockets? Because you brought.
I didn't in here. It's just my wallet. It's in my.
You brought, okay.
Yeah.
Is it connected to mom that you brought?
Well,
You brought?
yeah.
And are you wearing a chain also that's connected to mom?
This is my mother's ring, and this
Okay.
is my father gave this to me when he was sick.
I only have women.
Well, and funny story, I was the oops, youngest of 4. Youngest of 5. I was such an oops that I'm not even on my mother's ring.
Oh, yeah.
That's hysterical.
So everybody says that I'm wearing it, so I'm the 5th.
Absolutely. I think it's beautiful that she took this opportunity to remind you too that we are the powerful women. Not that we're not. Apparently we're not. I mean, not for nothing, but she pushed your friend aside. Like, it was like, it was like, oh, you just go over there, honey.
Old
You just
Irish
go over
Catholic.
there, honey. Oh, yeah. She
Irish
got
Catholic.
everything in that she just, please know that they love you. They love you. Is it roses? Is
Lilac.
It's a lilac. Okay, so not roses.
But Rose is my daughter's middle name.
So rose is connected. The last thing that I'm going to say, because this is how they're showing it to me. And I know you said Irish, but it's a different, it's not what I would always see as a big Irish, ha ha! It's these little tiny, they look like champagne glasses, but they're shot glasses. Mm-hmm. Is this a thing?
Yeah.
And do you put like your vermouth in it or your something?
We used to drink
Tequila?
chocolate milk
Out of the little shot glasses?
at my grandmother's house.
She literally just, cheers. It's like a shot glass with a stem. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, it's these little tiny glasses that they had the pretty little stem. And my grandmother used to have them in a little cabinet, and we used to go and get them and put our lid. We felt like we were adults.
I would have too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For me, it's a little weird. Being on television or being on radio, there's no dead air. So it's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I want to come right back to where I was, but she's like, oh, I'll wait. Like, so there's a sense of I'm going to be first and get in here, so you know I'm here the whole time. But there's also this sense of I'm going to wait, so let me kind of put you to the side so you don't get mad, that kind of thing. Do I have? Was it because I said Stafford or racing that went to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that Charlotte is in Stafford, and I know that Charlotte is connected to racing.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to mention that would not have been out of the norm for me to say that. So I give props out to my friend for getting you here. Mm-hmm. Your connection to me seems like, okay, I'm going to be really blunt. I'm in love.
You're in love?
Yeah. Do you have mom and dad crossed?
No.
Okay. Mom. No. Are mom and dad both here? Mm-hmm. Okay. I have a male first coming through that's calling himself a love. I'm going to hang with it.
Okay.
And then I have what look to me like a mom and dad together. So if your mom and dad are both here, then I'm going to wind up on one side or the other, probably bringing through grandparents.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Are one side of these, okay, so I have like a papa, I'll say, came through and put his feet down and goes, I'll come through. I was like, could the rest of you take your time or whatnot? I'm going to ask you only because one of my, this is going to sound so silly, one of my tricks of the trade, people say, you know, does everybody have this gift? And I go, yeah, everybody can do this. Does everybody do this? Would everybody do this? Only when my people show up am I with another medium.
Yeah.
So I must be with another medium, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm looking at you and I'm looking at this grandfather. And as I turn around, because he's like, I'll go, I turned around and saw my people.
Cool.
And I was like, oh, well, there's one. You know,
validating.
so I apologize. I'm not trying to like call you out,
No,
but I can say this, how humbled I feel right now, because for one medium to trust another medium, to be open and to be, it's not about trusting whether or not I can read. It's being hopeful that you get read. Yeah. It's a very strange need that we have when we sit with each other. Was it like Meme and Pepe or mom, grandma and papa? Papa.
So my husband's father was a no-no, and I'm very close to him.
Okay.
And then also my grandparents are just
And your
grandma,
husband
grandpa.
is here, correct?
Yeah.
Living, we're good, we love, yes, okay.
He's okay.
Is it your husband's father who was
Okay.
connected to Stafford in the racing?
Yes.
Okay, so is there also a J sound I can bring through, like J Joe? I know you're Jen,
Okay.
but I feel like another J sound needs to come in, whether your husband's the junior or there's a male J name connected to them.
I'm going to say maybe because but it doesn't
Oh,
come.
I'm so damn stubborn. You
doesn't
maybes
come-
aren't going to work, but that's
So the
okay.
middle
No, I'm
name-
going to write it down. I'll
Right.
write down J with a question mark, okay? I have another younger male here who's telling me that he really loves you and he needs to say hi.
Okay.
My job, not yours. I kind of feel like this might be family, but they crossed young. Could be a cousin?
Yes.
Okay. I want to say I feel like we're distant cousins because maybe we're from a different state or a different area, but we're cousins. Mm-hmm. And it made a difference like in your family. Like maybe this is your grandmother's. This is how he's describing to me which side of the family is coming through. So would it be your grandparents that would be connected to him?
Yes.
And then the B sound, Bob, Bill, Bob, B,
Yes.
B. Who's
Last
that?
name. Busier.
Busier. Last name to him.
Yes, my cousins.
Last name.
Yeah.
He's okay. I feel like he left here really quick and
I'm
unexpected.
so covered in chills.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm very excited for my cousin because I was hoping that her child would come through.
So this
Yeah.
is like your second cousins
Yeah.
that's coming through. This
just-
young man.
I call myself an aunt to every single cousin, but all the young ones.
So
but
the
yes,
last
my
name
cousin.
is a B.
Yes.
Okay, he says, I'm okay. It's because I'm okay, I can be there. So I think that his mom is probably experiencing he's here all the time. Is he okay? Why is he here all the time kind of feeling? And he's saying, isn't that cool?
That's cool.
He seems young.
He
Under
was
20?
He was stillborn. So
Oh, okay, so really
really
young,
baby.
young.
But-
Okay. And that's why he's telling me I'm here all the time
He
is
is.
because I'm here all the time. It wasn't really that hard for him to touch heaven and stay with mom.
yes, and she needed him to stay.
He is amazing. He is okay. He is beautiful. He is real, and he will wait.
That's awesome.
All about the
know, it's
blue.
amazing.
It's all about the blue too. One of the things I want to say to you as the auntie is I feel like there was blue. Now I understand boy, I understand all that, but you actually must have seen or experienced, I almost want to say, was it just a blue aurora borealis or was it actually a blue cloud? Does that make sense? You can say no, I don't mind.
No. I don't-
Okay, he's representing himself to me as a symbol of blue. So blue sparkle, blue
Oh, I see.
something, a puff of blue. That's what he makes me feel like.
Okay.
So did you?
I see weird stuff all the time. So
Oh, well, from one medium to another, seeing weird stuff. All right, we can high five for that. All right, ask the medium that one. He's going to say to me, you helped mom or you bought me something that we put up in the room that's like blue glitter, blue clouds,
Oh, okay.
blue covers, blue.
It's been over 20 years, so
I'm so
it's been
sorry.
a long time. Yeah, I just care about my cousin. We were raised like sisters, so
Yeah,
we're
that
not
makes sense.
we're not close, but we're
Close.
close.
Right.
And yeah, so her nephew, who she raised like a son, just had a baby boy. So and
We have a baby boy room.
so we've been talking a lot, or I've been thinking about her first son a lot. So I just
So it's very possible that what's coming through is the fact that we have now another baby and another baby boy and
another baby boy,
room
and yes,
well, hopefully she will receive the message in the way that she needs
Yeah.
to, so she knows that her son is watching over this and seeing this and just enjoying every minute of it. That's really exciting. Okay, this grandfather must be this father-in-law?
yeah, no, for sure.
He must be. Okay, there are so many things I want to use to describe him. In charge, bossy, owner.
Yep. Could be both grandpas.
He likes the finer things, but I'll be damned if he's got one.
That might be my grandfather.
Okay, no, he likes the finer things. But it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't come into reality. But he likes the finer things. And I feel like I'm very connected to where you are in Stafford. So are you in his home?
I'm building a house in the subdivision that he put together. I'm going to cry now. This is good. So,
Loves the home.
yeah, and I'm building it now, and I'm living with my mother-in-law in this 5 houses down. So,
You're living in his home.
well, technically, yeah, he built the subdivision with my uncles.
He just makes me feel like you are home, and where you're going to be is where you're supposed to be.
You got me. I'm crying.
But
For
it's
sure.
perfect.
Yeah, no, I
Well,
I
if
think
I'm
of him
crying, I didn't do
nonstop.
my job. You know?
True. No,
You look beautiful.
I think about him all the time. Like
He just has
I
a-
want to embody his strength. He does like the finer things in life, but he was forced to take care of his siblings when his father died at 15, and built a business, took care of all of his kids, and my grandmother lived to be 100 still, and they all got an inheritance still from my grandfather. So
And that would be why he's going, duh, 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 and I'm the boss. And that's where it
Yeah.
landed. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that the way that he kind of shares and expresses his joy and his love to you is really just how proud he is.
oh, awesome. I know. Yeah,
Now,
I really look up to him.
It's interesting to me if I was to be able to choose, and I'm not, I would say your husband probably would have loved this. I feel like he watches, he'll click through the shows and maybe stop at one once in a while where there's a little woo-woo magic going
Yeah.
on, because he's aware.
My husband?
Yeah.
He's married to me. I'm the most woo person he'll ever know.
Yeah, he's probably, for sure.
I drag him into all kinds of things. He's like, whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. I do feel
Yeah.
like he's very like, this is a good thing, and I like this, and he
Yeah.
doesn't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
it's almost like he didn't have a choice.
No.
make
We've been together for over 20 years, so he
love this.
yeah, he kept up. So
Where's another? This is another C. So I need to go to another C.
my husband's name.
Thank you. Is
Charlie.
it a C?
Yes.
Didn't give me a chance to get it out. I was going for a C.
Were you?
I just wasn't
Okay.
sure if it was Charlie or Chris. But
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very good.
So hello to him.
And then the J might be my grandfather's middle name, John. I just confirmed that with my mother last night. I said, what's Grandpa's middle name?
Just in case.
Just in case something came up like a John. I thought it might be James or John. So, but she said John. So there you
are
go.
beautiful. They feel like you are beautiful. They feel like you have embodied their DNA.
Yeah, I'm definitely in
They
the
make me
queen.
feel like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's joyful. I also
Stressful.
am kind of surprised, and I don't mean to be mean in any way, that you're not wearing purple.
Yeah,
Is it your favorite? Like, I feel like half your closet is purple.
well, it's a sign of spirit, so
Okay.
I do like to
And
represent. but
they
yeah.
seem to tell me that they come through, and when you are in a purpley kind of a mood.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I do have a lot of purple, but I
Okay,
worked in
I'll
a
say
corporate
this.
area.
Your
so,
space
yeah.
must be purple.
I have a lot of
Purple placemats, purple, like there's something about purple they're trying to show me that's more than just crown.
I wouldn't say it's intentional. Like I don't. But yeah, if you were to look around, you'd see a lot of like spiritual things that are purple.
I love that. They say it's important.
Okay.
Whew, that was fun.
Yeah.
I think you, like I, probably carry a lot of spirit around. And, but with that, there's also a lot of grounding. And I feel as if maybe this gift also travels through this side of the family for you.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
don't hesitate to tap in. I sometimes wonder which side of my family, and then I really think it was both.
I think so too. My dad's half sister was a psychic. And she sort of raised me. That's when you said the two moms, I thought of her immediately
Yes.
because
And was that half sister the other Kathy?
no, her name was, do you want to know?
No, well, yeah.
Okay,
I just didn't know
her
if
name
that's
was
who I was
Sandy.
connecting to at the
Her
time.
name was Sandy, but she's fabulous. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I thought of her, and she always comes through with the word purple. Like that's
Who does? Oh,
my
she
Aunt Sandy.
does.
Yeah.
Aunt Sandy will come through with the word purple.
Yeah, that's like her.
So me
like,
obsessing over purple right now is
Would be-
probably because
yeah.
I missed who the other
But she's not
mom
super
was.
strong. She never really came through very strong. But as a psychic, which I thought was strange, like I thought she'd be like, "Woo, we're here," But then my grandfather was a builder, and he was always on his tractor, always in the woods, always so grounding. I think he was a healer. It just was the wrong time and not acceptable for men to admit those type of things.
But he
Various-
was, for sure. I mean,
yeah.
look how he cared for and took care of and
Yes.
built.
Always thought of future generations.
boss.
Yeah. It was like, we weren't
Yeah.
like a super emotional, lovey-dovey family, but if anything happened, we're all,
All there
represent.
immediately.
Exactly. Very
love
stable.
that so much.
Yeah, we miss him a lot. He was the glue.
He misses you.
And my grandma was the glue too.
Well, I can't say that they miss you.
No, they're with me all the
lie.
time. Well, I just call on them all the time,
Yeah,
and
I
ask
just-
for signs and symbols.
Yeah.
Now that my grandma's passed, I
you
talk
get
to
them.
her all the time because she was like a boss lady, like my mom and like me.
Well, I'm
cool.
glad I was able to
Thank you.
connect with them for
That's
you.
cool.
They keep saying you're beautiful. I might swing back. I'm not sure if I'm completely done, but right now they kind of shut the door and let me move a little bit over. So I'm going to see what, let's see what Spirit's got in store for. Hello, Lisa. here's what fascinates me is how spirit will take whatever opportunity they have to show their true personality. I think that your girlfriend coming through, this person is very like, okay. Lisa, did she get sick? Okay. Is this only just a couple of years ago that she passed?
Yeah.
Okay. Wendy, you know Lisa, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, feel free to, like, shoulder rub her.
She knows the friend too.
I thought.
Okay, okay, that makes sense to me because I kind of feel like, not that it's for both of you, because this is your friend.
Yeah.
Even though you knew me, it's almost like you need to take care of her. Like, why isn't your hand on her shoulder? Why aren't you take care of her? Does that make sense?
She would get me
Okay,
about
I
that.
hear the letter, I don't know her name, I may ask you, but I hear the letter P. So where's there a P connection? If it's not,
Oh,
does this,
our school.
at the school we worked at was a P connection. Okay, it's a
No, the
name.
P we went to, the school we all went to school together.
You all went to the same school together, had that name. It's
Yeah.
a name?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, what is it?
Platt.
Platt. I almost said Pat. It would have been wrong, but that's okay. And then she shows me that she says very distinctly to your face, you knew I was going to get sick, and so did I. And she says it because it made it easier for us to deal with it when it came and to remain calm through it. So was she sick for a very short period of time?
5 years.
5 years is definitely not a short period of time.
And we had just reconnected before she got sick.
Okay. And again, she tells me it was so we could work through this. Did she go into remission and come out? Because she tells me she's only sick for a very short period of time. So 5 years to me, is this a cancer that she's dealing with? Okay, 5 years is like one of the longest, like that's a long time to deal with cancer, period. Did it wind up going to a second area? Is this why she says this? Because I feel like she no longer has, she's telling me the brain.
That's what finally killed her.
Cancer in the brain. Thank you. So she's telling me that that's fast.
That was, yes.
Okay. So when it moved, that's when it was. And she said that she's not a doctor, and I'm not a doctor either. And she's showing me liquid cancer to the brain. So it's a very fascinating observation that she's showing me. It was like her brain filled up with cancer like a liquid. And so she talks about it being like a flow. So do you understand this in some way? Mm-hmm. Yes? Okay. And so were you able to be there with her in the hospital?
No, but
Okay, that's fine. But it's fine. We don't have to go there. What she's showing me, though, is she's showing me like you being there helping her, or you being there holding her. So are you doing like distance Reiki for her? Are you trying to send her healing work? Because in some way she says she can see you. So if this woman's got brain cancer in a hospital and she's your best friend and she's dying, then I'm going to tell you she was standing with you.
I didn't know Reiki at the time. I am capable, I'm now a Reiki tomb certified. So, I mean, I probably was sending it to her without even realizing it. I didn't get to see her in person a lot during it, but I tried to check in now and then, so.
She knew. She does tell me she was a little, not capable.
At the end.
Yeah, not capable.
During it, she earned a PhD.
Wow.
Girl. Earning a PhD.
Yep, while going through chemo.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. She tells me again she did die very quickly, so she's very happy that the cancer obviously pushed her the way it needed to push her. She says again, you and I both knew that this was going to happen, and she wants to thank you for being in that space with her. I'm not saying that we know we're going to get sick. I don't read health. But I don't think you and her coming back together was by accident. I think it was a promise you guys had made to each other. And I think that in some way, both of you woke up one morning and were like, oh, now it's time to fulfill that promise. And it was like you just came right back together, like it was second nature. She said that there were a lot of people in her world that were gone and a lot of people that in your world that were now gone. So the two of you could hang out and be together too. So she kind of references lifestyles. But she says that there was nothing better than to be back with her sister. So you're a soul sister. You'll have to use that song. Music then would definitely be important to her. So she's going to call out music. But I think she's calling out feathers.
I'm not sure.
Do you get signs from her?
Oh, I do see feathers a lot, so probably.
Do we pick these up? Are we not a feather person? Are you?
Yeah.
And this is what she tells me in my ear. She goes, you too. So
Today.
stop.
You still have feather?
Yeah, it was on my bed.
Tell me this.
Down blanket at all?
No, I don't. I was cleaning my room and I was like, where did that come from? And it was just in the middle of my bed, all by itself. So I picked it up and kept it.
Do you have any? I have a hug. That's another hug. Did you think that it could possibly be her?
I was thinking someone else.
Okay. It could be somebody else. But she's telling me that you both get feathers from me. So you need to now just know that if, you wind up with that feather out of the blue somewhere, especially if it's today, to take it from her. She also says that you have a lot of jewelry, but you don't, is it hers?
No.
Okay, but you don't always wear it. No, I mean, she's showing me you have a lot of jewelry, but you don't wear it. Does
I
this
know what
make
she's
sense?
referencing.
Yeah.
Is it like body jewelry?
No. Well, it's earrings.
You have a lot of earrings, but you don't wear them.
I have 6
And no-
piercings.
and no-
And I very rarely wear my earrings
Okay,
anymore.
so she's just giggling. She's like, you have so much jewelry and you don't wear any of your jewelry. So I don't know if she was sparkly or blingy or anything like that,
She
but
was a sparkly person.
she was. Okay, so I think that she might be saying, oh my gosh, you've got all that. Why don't you do that? And it's not you. But that's just her personality trying to come out in the best that she can. I'd love to make a Dorothy joke, a Wizard of Oz joke for you, because I feel like she would want that. But I'm sitting in with all of you and thinking you probably all want the Wizard of Oz joke. So, but she specifically gives me like ruby shoes. So who has the ruby shoes? You do? I mean, not for nothing, but that's like you fitting into the group immediately. So are the ruby shoes connected to somebody?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so just know that it got brought up, but in my mind's eye, I'm like, well, everybody wants to do the witch and the Wizard of Oz and the Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but yet they showed me specifically shoes. So is it Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
I'm a witch.
And that's why I laughed that she's the one who's got the ruby slippers. Watch out for her.
Watch the house.
Watch it. Wait, we already did talk. Like, okay, we don't need the tornadoes. I want to know if you have, if you feel this feather is from a female.
Yes.
Okay. Is it? Okay, I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. Is your mom crossed? But I don't think this is from mom, right? Is it younger?
No.
Okay, older.
Yes.
So mom's mom? Or even
Who
older?
I'm thinking is my sister.
Older sister. Okay, so younger than mom. That's
Yes.
okay. Wendy, I'm really emotional at this moment. So I think that your sister is coming through to me like a mom.
She's ready.
Did you cry?
Is it okay if I tell you that I feel like you look like her?
Yes, we
Is it
do.
okay if I say that I feel like you actually came looking like her more on purpose? I don't know if they're her.
I wore her bracelet.
Okay, but you're wearing your hair like her also. Is this not your norm?
No, normally I'm very curly and wild woman, and
Okay, I just.
and in a bun. Yes.
Okay,
You
I
know.
just.
Yeah.
The love is coming through so strong for you because she's literally saying, look at your hair is even like mine. So you did your hair like hers. You you put yourself in the position where you could feel and hear from her.
I was hoping to.
She says that the feather is from today, both of us, because today it needed to be a hopeful and faithful sign for Lisa. So Lisa knows feathers are from our friend. You feeling like it was from your sister just instantly brought your sister into your world. Your sister shows me a lot of heartache and a lot of heart pain. Do you understand this?
I do.
Is this a contributor to her death?
Yes.
Okay. She tells me it's both. It's physical heart pain and emotional heart pain.
Very much so.
And she says that if she could have, if her heart could have just been strong enough to withstand the stress that she was dealing with. Now, she also believes in perfect timing. So she does feel like she died at the right time. If I could curse on air, I'd be like,
That's her.
she'd say it was the perfect effing moment.
Oh, totally.
And nobody is going to ever tell me that it wasn't the perfect effing moment to die
Yes.
because I needed to effing die at that effing moment and F everybody else because F that. And like, that's how I
her.
feel
That is her in a
to a
nutshell.
T, right?
Yes.
Did she tattoo?
Very much. So.
Okay, so you look subdued. I'm not saying you don't have tattoos, but do you have one that is hers? Did you
Not
take
yet,
hers
but
and do it?
I've been planning on
So you're
doing.
not?
I have some.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
She is like like
I
the
have
tattoo
memorial
lady.
tattoo-
Like I want to
oh,
call her
yes.
like Lydia, oh Lydia. Oh,
She
Lydia.
had
the tattoo
30
lady.
some
Okay,
odd.
30 tattoos.
Yes.
She is my queen.
Yes. Yes, she
You
was.
are my queen. You 30 tattoos.
She would love that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I want everything about her. I
And
want
everything was with meaning.
Did she do some herself?
I don't know,
I don't
to be
understand
honest
what that
with
is
you.
all about. All I know is that she is so effing happy.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Did she have a very small library?
Yes, she was a bookworm. Very much so.
Then it's not a small library then, but she says I kept very few
She
books.
did.
Okay.
Yes.
So she would read a lot of books, but she only kept a few.
Very much
And
so,
have you read them already? Because I feel like you've already read
Yes.
the books that she left behind.
Yes.
And she goes, so now you know. Because she wrote in them.
Yes, she did.
So now you know. And it just brought you guys closer after she died for you to feel some of the more things that she felt and recognized more of the things that she recognized. It was a big world out there, she said.
Always said that to me.
It's a big world.
Always said that to me. She said,
She
you will
loves
get out
that.
there.
Can I have October? I mean, not that, witches, here we go. Can I have October as an important month for you? Birth
Yes,
dates,
but not
death
attached
dates?
to her.
Okay. Is it attached to somebody else?
Yes.
Who is October connected to for you then? I'm going to ask.
That would be my ex-husband who passed in October.
And in October.
Yes.
Okay. She'll say, I'm just keeping him in line. So, okay.
Good.
But he does seem to open up a jewelry box and give you a lot of jewelry. So are you, is he like a jewelry smith or something? Like I feel
No, but he always
gave you jewelry.
gave me jewelry.
Yeah. And I think that was his love language. So I hope you still have some.
Unfortunately, not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, then you'll have to go out and buy yourself.
I
a piece.
will.
Be like,
will.
from you, dude.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. October, maybe an opal.
Okay. I will definitely do
Because
that.
I don't think he believes in that whole don't wear opal if it's not October thing.
No.
He doesn't believe in it. So he says you should get yourself an opal.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. hopefully he'll drop a 20 on the ground before you get there, and another
Not
20
him.
once you're in the store. And,
Yes.
oh my goodness. To me, this went so fast and it was so exciting. And one of the things that I don't often get to do, and what I do is I kind of look at it like we're going to like a psychic fair. Okay, sit down. Okay, who's this? All right, let's read. All right, you're in the chair. Let's go first. Okay, you're done. Wait, somebody's standing behind you. You need this. Okay. So for me, I kind of, I write things down as I go, and I look at different things. And the 23, you had said the 23 was your birthday, right? And this is the 23rd episode. So for me, I feel like that's instantly a sign and a hello for you by them giving you that. Is 23 an additional number or an additional thing for you that I feel like they're telling me you needed to have that number on this show. I don't know how silly that is, but does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Did you use it as your code word or something?
Well, yes, but it's also my father's birthday. And 9 September is my birthday.
Wow. So I feel like they accomplished giving you what you needed in a very distinct way. Literally through me by you being on the 23rd show. So it's almost like I didn't give you that. I facilitated it, but I didn't actually give it to you. I think that that's something important for me as a medium and for all of us, is that, sometimes we'll pull something together like this show, and I'll facilitate something that gives spirit an opportunity to go, hey, it's the 23rd show. Let's get her on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So synchronicity can also be not just the path to, okay, I'm going to go, because that's an important thing. It can also be a direct hello from spirit going, I hear you, and get there, because it's going to be that, so that's kind of exciting for me. Butterflies all through the whole episode too, not, for anybody who needs the butterfly sign. So, now you can speak freely. What do you think?
Well, actually, I was thinking also the C, my Aunt Carol with the C, not the Kathy with the K, also had the secret garden.
Oh, really? So it's possible that by me feeling all of that, it was them
It's
trying
all the
to...
women of the family, because it's the grandmother with the secret garden was my father's mother, and
Yep.
Carol was her daughter. And then my grandmother had lilacs, which is the tie with my mother and I that
with the perfume that you put on.
I put on lilac whenever I need to feel close to my family.
I love that you do that.
Do you know how hard it is to find lilac perfume?
I can't imagine. I really can't. Sort of making it myself,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And how did you feel? How do you feel?
I think you nailed it.
Oh, well, come on, I try to I think it's really important that if spirit's going to come, get in what you got to get in and say what you got to say. And the fact that they can comply with a television show and the timing and how I feel about the information coming in is fascinating to me. It's like, oh, we're not going to read her unless she gets there. Get her there.
And then after you and I spoke, you were reading Lisa, and I saw a blue aura all around you. So maybe that's what the blue glow was. Oh, wow. Maybe it's like when you're really channeling spirit. Like I could see it.
Oh, it
That's
very
new to
well
me.
Could be.
But because then I was looking over here, and I was trying to see if I could see glows around everybody
So this
else's
was
head.
while I was reading her?
No, I think Lisa.
Oh, Lisa.
Yeah.
All right.
And
that's kind of cool. Now when I go back and watch
I was
the
like,
episode, I'm going to
you see
watch
my
you
face?
watching her watching me.
I was, because I was like, whoa, there's the blue glow. And I'm trying to be discreet and look, do I see a blue glow over here?
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That makes me feel really good because, well, that's basically what I was in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so very cool.
how are you? Okay.
Need another treatment?
That was a big
I'm good. That was
What you wanted.
cathartic.
what I needed.
Oh, I love being able to give you what
Yes.
you needed.
The losing anyone is hard. Can I?
Yeah, please do.
You were just saying how you're straightening your hair when we were in the other room.
Yes.
Fascinating.
My sister moved down to Georgia to be with me to help me get my hips replaced.
Wow.
And Yes, and unknowingly, she had an allergy to black mold. The train that she came down on had black mold, which triggered her allergies and which triggered
Right?
the heart
Yep.
and everything else. And
Wow.
here comes the tears.
Yeah.
I was alone with her when she passed,
Okay.
and I tried to do CPR.
No, it was her time.
But afterwards, sorry,
No, don't be.
afterwards I had found out that she had called my brother and my sister the day before and told them that she was ready and that she knew it was going to be soon and that she loved us all. She just didn't tell me. Well, she kind of did, because she always used to say to me when we would drive to South Carolina or through Georgia, she would say, look at those beautiful clouds. I'm going to be dancing in those one day. And
That could
It
be my
hurt.
puff of blue. I said blue cloud,
you
my
know,
puff of blue
that
cloud.
was a hurt that I have been
Yeah.
carrying with me
Can't imagine.
for these past almost 5 years.
Yeah.
You know,
She told you today that
She
it was
did.
her time.
It
she
was?
did. And my ex-husband was the absolute love of my life. We had a son together and a granddaughter who he adored. Even after our split, we talked and confessed our love for each other. And he told me we would be with each other again.
Sure.
So, because we were with each other for 24 years. And it was very traumatic and quick passing for both of them.
Yeah.
So having them come through for me was exactly what I needed.
Good.
Yes, and,
And
I
apparently
thank you.
they're together too. So
That
watch
would
out
not
for that.
surprise me. They
They're
were,
both coming through to me. They're back together. They both know what is going on.
I'll just say
so-
hell on wheels. Yes. The two of them were something to be
I mean,
reckoned
the
with.
sister with the tattoos, all 30 tattoos alone, that's hell on wheels for me.
She,
I am sure she did not do anything that she wouldn't have wanted to do.
oh,
Her coming down was meant to be. Everything
without
that
a doubt.
happened was meant to be.
yes.
And, you know, to be able to be with you when she crossed, I'm sure was something that made her feel really good as well.
If I may share a little
Yeah.
more, I don't know what anybody's beliefs are, so I don't want to
That's okay.
get anybody crying with me. But as she, I'm sorry. As she was on life support, I was holding her hand and I was talking with her, and I closed my eyes for what seemed like a second, and it felt like I walked her into heaven because I could see the most incredible colors, bright lights.
I love that.
It was
that
incredible.
Thank-
I will never have another experience like that in my life.
you have described something that I have heard people mention before. When you are with somebody who is crossing and you are lucky enough to be holding their hand, I have heard people say before that they have felt like they carried them over. And I believe that is because when the soul comes out of the body and you are holding hands with them, it is you who is letting them go to heaven. So it's a really beautiful connection
We
that
had
you
an
were able to
amazing
do
connection.
that.
We did.
Well, I hope that all of your loved ones come piling into your dreams and things like that. Are you okay?
Yeah.
We'll make sure of it.
So
Are you going to be okay to drive home?
I was going to say, do I need to drive? Because I'm not good in the dark.
normally, if I go to, I've never had this small of a group. I've been to galleries.
Yes.
I don't usually get anything.
Uh-huh.
I'm claircognizant. I do paranormal investigations. I get messages from earthbound spirits. I can't do what you do.
Yeah, I can't do what you do.
But I wasn't supposed to be the one to come today.
Okay.
There's 3 of us in the house. And when Melinda called, she actually called our
The other one.
our other roommate.
Interesting.
I was just talking about Cheryl 2 days ago. So when Mark said he had to work, I was like, I'm going. What time do we got to be there? What time do I get out of work? What time do I have to come get home to get Wendy? Yeah, we can make it. I'm
Yes,
going.
we can make it.
So there wasn't any hesitation.
No hesitation.
Oh no, because
love that.
This, like I said, I'm a
So
witch.
when
I'm a psychic. I'm into
So when it
all
all
of this.
came
stuff.
in, it was perfect for you
Yeah.
in that timing and in that
And
moment.
I was not expecting anybody to come through.
Well,
So
I
when
also-
she came through, I was like, I was just talking about her 2 days ago.
I also didn't expect, quite honestly, my 2 psychic friends that I did call to get me people, to bring me people who were psychic. I mean, not for nothing, but reading intuitives is not the easiest thing to do, as you guys
And that's why
know.
I don't normally get anything.
Right, we usually
never get
avoid
anything.
trying to know in
Yeah.
advance if we can. And Ruby Slippers over here, obviously you're in where you're supposed to be. Listen, I can't thank you guys enough.
Thank
I
you.
really, really do appreciate it. I hope that we keep in touch and follow up. And if you see me out anywhere in public, make sure you say hi to me.
Most definitely.
And I will let all of your loved ones know that, I plan on seeing you all again. Behave yourselves. And all of my lovely friends here, their signs and their moments and their dreams and everybody who's watching, I want every single one of you to think to yourselves right now, what would your loved one say to you or send you for a sign? What is it that you need? Do you need the lights to blink? Do you need the television channels to change? Do you need a feather to pop up or a butterfly to fly by? Is it going to be the dime or the nickel on the ground that you're going to pick up, or the name tag of the person at the restaurant you're going to? Is it going to be that dream that you get, or the hair? Maybe the hair is going to get pulled or something. I mean, you have to figure out what that sign is. The cardinals, the eagles, all those birds, all the dragonflies, all of the signs that you can get. Anything that you would leave as a message to your loved ones. What is it that you're going to leave behind? What's your saying, your phrase, your symbol? What's your code word? If yours is a number, like yours was a number, 23, if yours is a number, look for that number right now. Maybe you just need to look over the clock and the number you're thinking is on the time, or the month that you need is going to pop up and it's going to be a perfect symbolic message on a license plate, on a clock, on a street sign, on a billboard. You take your signs where you can get them, because Spirit is always trying to say hi to you. If you were trying to say hi, you'd make sure you got the message through. Messages from heaven.